Thanks for joining us today on The Daily Break. I'm Tracy.
And I'm Steve.
And we are your source of nonsense and knowledge.
And today we're going to take it over to Scott. He's going to show us a little bit more about DTV and how to hook up the digital boxes.
Okay, thanks, Steve. Here you go. Here's the DTV box here. You get your little box, little DTV converter box here. You got the antenna. These are nice antennas. This is a really, really expensive one. I put $10 I paid for this thing. Really not that expensive. You got your antenna cable coming out of the antenna here. And of course, a couple more of these little cables. You got some of the kind that you twist on. You got some of the kind you just push in and you mush onto the thing there. Now, to get the antenna hooked up here, you take your antenna cable off the antenna, and on the box here, you got a little thing that says antenna in. Always make sure the antenna goes right into the box. Don't go no place else first, go right into the box. So you screw that on or push it on or whatever the antenna cable wants you to do there. Then you grab yourself another cable here, and there's a little thing that says antenna out. So you're gonna go out of the antenna there, and you're gonna go into your television down here. So there you go, and now you use the box and the little remote that came with the box, you tune you up, you're ready to go there. Now, if you got a VCR, you don't use that. You take the antenna out, you go to the antenna out there, then you go into the VCR. Into the VCR's in, it says right there, it says in, then you take another cable, and you come off the VCR, and you go into the TV like thusly here. Go out of the VCR, and into the TV. Now, once again, you're gonna be tuning your channels with the box, not with the antenna, not with the tuner on the VCR, not with the tuner on the TV. The box is your new tuner. You're gonna change the channels with the tuner in the box. Do not put the VCR in front of the box. It's gotta go antenna, then box, then whatever. So antenna, box, VCR, your dog, whatever you're gonna shove the cables into, eventually into the TV. Put the TV on whatever channel VCR wants to be on, or whatever channel the box wants to be on. Yeah, it's a little complicated, but once you get it all working, it's beautiful. The picture's, mwah, it's absolutely beautiful. You will not believe how nice your TV is. All right, Steve, back to you.
Thanks, Scott, for that. If you have any other questions, go to dtvanswers.com. Now we're going to kick it over to PJ for sports.
Thanks, Steve. I'm PJ with sports. This sports segment is going to be a little bit different than most sports segments, whereas this is more of a sports blog. Whereas it's very opinionated because when it comes to sports, my opinion is the only one that should and will ever count. Let's get it started right here. Let's start with University of Montana Grizzlies. Give me a break. The 2009 schedule just came out. They open up the year against Western State, which I believe is an all-girls school for the deaf and dumb. Come on, Bobby Houck, when are you going to play some real college teams? At least Montana State gets to travel to Michigan State and play the Spartans. Granted, they'll get their tails kicked all over the field, but at least we play real colleges with real athletes. Grizzlies, nothing but cupcakes. You'll go undefeated this year, but then you'll go back east to Chattanooga and you'll play another back east team that'll wipe the field with you once again. Underclassmen in college football that decided to declare themselves eligible for the NFL draft are Matthew Stafford, quarterback, University of... by the way, I have to use one of these because I went to junior college and I can't memorize stuff. Anyway, Matthew Stafford, quarterback, Georgia, is a junior, declared himself eligible. Michael Crabtree, wide receiver, Texas Tech, is a sophomore, declared himself eligible. Cameron Mora, tight end, University of California, is a junior, declared himself eligible. He only caught like 20 passes this year and had 200 yards. Don't think he'll make it in the NFL. Percy Harvin, wide receiver, Florida, junior, is going into the NFL this year. I guess these guys decided that they don't need their education. Instead, they can sign an X on the dotted line to get their $1 million contract. They don't need no education. Unlike Tim Tebow and Sam Bradford, both hold 3.9 and higher GPAs and are preseason All-Americans, academic All-Americans, excuse me, are staying. They're really smart. Yay, they're just not football players. Lots of NFL coaching changes. Not going to get into all of them because I only have so much time. Raiders still haven't hired anybody yet. But then again, Al Davis died in like 1982, and it's a zombie that's actually running the team now. Actually, he found some of Keith Richards' blood, and that's what has kept him going. Mike Shanahan getting fired wasn't a surprise to me. Go Broncos. Josh McDaniels, you better do something now, or else people in Denver are going to run you flat out the door. On to the NBA. Who cares? On to the NHL. Who cares? Except Canada. On to other sports. Tiger Woods. Great golfer. Yay. Go Tiger. That should about do it for sports. And oh yeah, and in baseball, A bunch of Dominicans came over, got their visa, and got billion-dollar contracts. They're called the Boston Red Sox. Go Dodgers. Till next time, I'm PJ with Sports. Remember, only my opinion counts. Back to you, Tracy.
All right, thanks for that insight, PJ. I don't know anything about sports, so I don't know what he just said. It's all another language. But I do have one issue. It's kind of sports related. Have you seen that commercial for fatheads? Those giant life-size stickers of sports players or sports memorabilia that you can hang on your wall. Now, the product doesn't actually bother me. It's the way that they marketed the product. If they did it for, showing people in a sports bar with these fatheads on the wall, that would make sense. No. One of the commercials they have is a woman mixing batter in a bowl. Maybe she's making pancakes for her family in the morning. And she walks out of her kitchen into the dining room and she has a giant tank on her wall. That doesn't make any sense at all. Or, I don't know, why would you have a giant Cowboys helmet in your living room? Maybe in your man den or something, but otherwise it doesn't make any sense at all. It's just completely, I guess a way for somebody to make money. So props to you. You're taking people's money for a product that really has no value or reason. So on that note, for all of you that are pinching pennies, don't buy a fathead. Dennis, he's got some information for us.
Well, thanks for that, Tracy, that lovely rant. Anyways, do you remember when Spam was food and not something that you got on a daily basis in your email? Well, this is a great way to cut down on your spending when it comes to dinner time. And I got a few recipes. Well, not recipes, but just a few things you can do with Spam. You can have mac and Spam, barbecued Spam, Maui Spam muffins, Spam salad cones, Spam pizza pockets, Spam and eggs, green eggs and Spam. And does it ever end? Spam lasagna. And my personal favorite, Spam on a shingle. Anyways, that wraps up my portion on saving money.
All right, thanks for joining us today. My name is Tracy.
And I'm Steve, and thanks for watching The Daily Break.